Hope Channel.
Wishing you a lovely evening this fine Wednesday right here from the studios of Hope TV. It's another beautiful Wednesday and I come your way with another exciting episode of Real Talk. And my name is Evie. You can also send your story to us through our WhatsApp number and email address. And I'm sure as the discussion goes on, you know that we do a good job here discussing real life stories from real life people like yourself out there. Again, I have with me amazing panelists. I have two in the studio and then some joining me via Zoom, like we did last time, who'll be helping me discuss this very interesting story. I'll just go ahead and introduce them to you. I have Mrs. Rejoice Asante. This is your first time in the studio.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How have you been?
Good.
During this whole coronavirus and
by the grace of God, we are managing.
Yeah. How do you feel about some of the restrictions being eased, going back to church, 100 people, and all that? Do you agree with the president, or you have a very different opinion on that?
Well, we are the temple of God. Everywhere we can worship.
Right.
Because this is the temple.
Right.
So any place, I'm okay.
You're okay. Okay. Daniel.
Yes, my dear.
Yay! It's been a while, though.
Yes, it's been a while. Sure.
I hope you're fine.
His grace is keeping us.
And the family?
They are doing so well.
How managing, because I know you have, should I say it?
Oh, you can.
Okay, you have a new baby.
Yes, I do.
So things have changed a bit. How are you guys managing? You can't go out, obviously. Elisa can't go anywhere, I'm thinking. So you guys, how are you managing?
We're managing small. Like the other two are also home.
I know, right?
So Elisa is busy.
Yeah.
Yes, so we are doing it small. The Lord is keeping us. It's not been easy. It's not been easy at all, but yeah.
Okay.
A charge to keep I have.
Right.
A God to glorify.
Right.
So we are doing our best.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what's your opinion on going back to church? Because you have an opinion.
I miss church, of course.
Okay.
I miss church. I miss singing. I miss the choristers. I miss the congregation. But here we are, they say 100 people at the time.
I know.
So we'll see, we'll manage it.
So I was asking somebody like you, are you going to run shifts at church singing? You sing for first service, sing for second service.
Even now, we are not supposed, the choir is not supposed to sing. So we are informed that we should do solos and duets and all that.
Okay.
So we'll see.
We'll see how
if there's a will, there's always a way.
I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
We'll do our best.
Okay. So I have 4 other people joining me today via Zoom. They are home and they are joining us. I have Toka, Nessa, Dennis, and Brian. Vanessa, how are you doing? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. I'm fine. How are you feeling? Because you are in the States and with everything happening now, are you guys okay? Are you safe?
Right now, we're doing well. We're taking it a day at a time. That's all I say. There's so much happening, but then we're doing okay. Thank you.
Okay. So I'll come back to you to check in some more. Brian.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you too?
I'm also good.
It's weird not having you in the studio because you're one of the people I always have here and you always have a lot to say. So let's see how today will go with you being at home.
Okay.
All right. Dennis, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Yeah, by His grace, I'm doing well.
Is Corona treating you well?
Just locked within. Oh, by His grace, since we are alive, then things are okay.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll have you in the studio soon, maybe next week.
Possibly,
Yeah. Toka, you joined me last time on Zoom and you're joining me again. Thank you once again for joining us. How has your week been?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was asking how your week has been.
It has been good. So far, so good.
Okay. I hope you guys are ready for the story we have on board. We are going to take a look at our story, but it will be right after this break, so please do not go anywhere. This is Real Talk. We'll be right back. Second stay.
About the time of the end, a body of men will be raised up who will turn their attention to the prophecies and will insist on their literal interpretation in the midst of such clamor and opposition.
Dear Real Talk, I write to you today confused and frustrated. I am a young lady who has been dating a young man for 6 years now. Recently, things keep happening that makes me question if he is the kind of guy I want to settle down with. In preparations for my sister's traditional marriage, we set out to prepare the home to receive our in-laws. We painted, tiled, and cleaned the entire house. My dad decided to get a new couch for the living area since the one we had was in a very terrible condition. But he realized he didn't have enough to buy it since he's been laid off because of this COVID-19 issue. So I decided to top up and buy the couch. Immediately my boyfriend got to know this. He got very upset, questioning why I took such a decision without him. He claims I chose my family over him because instead of helping him pay his fees with that money, I decided to buy a couch for my family instead. Fast forward, it was the day for my sister's traditional marriage. As usual, I was very busy. Being the older sister, I had to overlook all necessary arrangements. My boyfriend got there when the event was almost over due to a prior engagement. I asked some of my cousins to keep him engaged and entertained as I completed some last-minute errands. After explaining the situation to him, I left only to come back to a very angry boyfriend, accusing me of choosing my family over him, being selfish, and leaving him all by himself. He even asked me why I didn't ignore whatever errands that were left and paid attention to him. Evie, trying to make him understand has been a struggle. He refuses to listen and understand me. At this point, I am tired and want to let go of him. Am I wrong? Was I selfish? Am I choosing my family over him, as he claims? Please help me. Back from that quick break. I'm sure you just heard our story from this young lady who has been dating her boyfriend for 6 years now, and this is a very interesting one. I don't even want to do a lot of talking because I can see that my panelists are ready. Rejoice has a game face. Daniel, are you ready?
Number ready.
Okay, I want to take your general take on the story. Rejoice, what do you think? When you heard the story, what came to mind?
It's quite unfortunate. Looking at how long they've been together, 6 years.
Yeah.
It's no child's play. I used to be experiencing this kind of issues. It's quite unfortunate. But my take is the guy is just being unreasonable and immature about the whole situation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my take.
Very simple. Dan, what's your take?
Yes, my take is not a conclusive take.
Okay. Just your general take, then we'll go into
Yes. My general take, what jumps at me is a story of a young man who doesn't seem to be too matured.
Okay.
And I have a feeling that he is presenting something that may not be the actual reason for which he's presenting it. This is what I mean.
Okay.
He's coming across as possessive. He's coming across as he wants a sense of entitlement. But is it really the trigger that is making him exhibit such, present such issues? Is that the case, or is misplaced? Is it that something is really beneath it, but he's not able to present it well? And that is the surest way he wants to present it.
I get what you're saying. Let's pick from the people at home. Vanessa, what came to mind when you just heard the story? What is your general take on this story?
Yeah. When I read the story, I thought it was interesting, and then I kind of conclude. I won't say I concluded, but then I just thought that there must be more to it than, like, I think there's a lot of information that would be helpful to know more information.
Okay.
I couldn't just say yes or no, but then I felt like there's more to it than what we've received.
Okay. Okay.
So
Brian.
it was very
Sorry.
interesting. I have my thoughts about it, but I think there's always more.
Okay. Okay. I get you. Brian, what do you think? What's going on here?
I think the guy is lacking some kind of maturity and then some kind of security in the relationship. He's not secure. He's too full of himself. He's too full of himself, and I don't think he's matured. As we go on, maybe I'll advise the girl to leave.
Okay. Dennis, do you agree so far?
It's not an easy. It's not an easy thing, as you're saying. What I know is, in our system, I mean African setting, it's naturally a patriarchal system where men dominate, and so entering into a relationship and then you see that attitude in a man, then it tells you that going forward, isn't going to be an easy thing. So with a guy, I think he has that bossy attitude where he always wants to dominate.
Okay.
That is what I see in him.
Okay. Toka, you agree or you disagree? Is he bossy or you think he's in the right?
I disagree. I disagree with the guy, right?
Okay.
As Vanessa said, probably there are more to what we just have, right? And as the story said, it's a relationship. It's not a marriage, right? And so there should be some boundaries when it comes to sharing of information. Right. I think the lady also gave too much information for the guy to counter and then use it against her.
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking from what Toka just said about sharing too much information, do you think that she went out of her way to let him know certain things about her family, so he felt like he could stand on it and then speak the way he did?
Well, with relationship, information sharing is very important. The issue has to do with what you are sharing,
right?
And whether it's personal or family. Can we differentiate between what is family and what is personal between the two of you? If there is any secrets in the family, that one is in relation to your family.
Okay.
The man is not yet part of the family.
Okay.
So you have to be very careful what you share, the amount you share to the person. So what are you sharing to your partner? Okay. 6 years, I'm looking at the guy thinking 6 years, we've come a long way.
Okay.
We know everything about each other. And it's normal to work with someone for 6 years. I mean, you guys have passed all the stages. You've passed the dating stage, now you are grown, you are used to each other. And looking at the story, one thing I realized was they are now okay with each other. So there is no proper communication between the two of them.
Okay.
Because when you come further to the story where the sister was about to wed, with that, if your sister, we in the Ghana community, as a first child, when your sister is about doing something in the house, you take full responsibility. The lady was supposed to even tell the guy, this is my sister's wedding.
He knows.
You know. But you should know that I will run errands around. So I don't have time for you.
Right.
The guy will decide how he will come, whether he will come late, early, is a decision.
Right.
But the girl didn't do that. That is the only problem I have with the girl in this story.
Okay.
So I can see they have communication problems.
Okay. None.
Yes, my dear.
Is there anything like too much info when you're dating somebody, especially with your family? Telling, oh, I'm sure he found out that the dad is laid off, he didn't have enough money, so she came in and she supported and they bought a couch. That is where all this was coming from. Because if he doesn't know that I helped with buying a couch, you wouldn't know there's any money that I put out there for us to buy a couch. Do you think there's ever anything like sharing too much information with someone you're dating?
It depends.
Okay.
You see, there are no hard and fast rules
Okay.
with things like this. It depends. It depends on the maturity of the person you are with in the relationship. It depends on how, for example, you shared an information and how he took it or how she took it. That should let you know whether that person is somebody who can keep an information. You see, we can't blatantly say that don't share information, because there are times that you are with somebody, you share an information, the person gives you an idea, the person comes around. You see, if this guy has been in a relationship with you for 6 years, you by now know him. Is he very concerned about my family? How often does he come? How is he relating with my mom? How is he relating with my dad? How is he relating with my sisters? You understand? So you already know. Then you will know what information to share. If, for example, the guy relates so well with your mother, you share that information, and the guy goes out of his way to come and assist your mom to do this, come and assist your dad to do this. Sometimes you want to do something, you share with him, and he gives you an idea. Then you are comfortable. So you have to read the person you are with. So my opinion is that there's no hard and fast rule. Don't say don't share. No. Know the person.
Know the person.
Know the person.
Okay. Guys, what do you think about sharing information too much? Is there anything like sharing too much information with the partner you're with? Vanessa, you are a married woman, just like Rejoice. Is there, when you were dating your husband, was there anything, even now, was there anything like, oh, this is my family business, I don't think I need to share with my husband just because of how he may feel about it, or anything like that? Do you think that's the issue here in the story?
When I was dating my husband, I wouldn't say that we had like, I have this information about my family that I can't share or anything. I think he already knew my relationship with my family. So like Daniel said, as you are dating the woman, you kind of have an idea of her relationship with the family, and you have an idea of his relationship with his family. So he already knows I'm a family girl. He already knows that I'm very close to my parents, my brother, and all of those kind of things. So I think that with him knowing that information, he wouldn't even be surprised if I gave my father money to buy a couch. It's something that he knows that I will do. So I guess if in the relationship I'm open and very transparent about how I am with my family, and I also had that conversation with him, and I said, I don't play with my family, right? It doesn't mean that we're not going to have issues. It doesn't mean that. We just have to understand the boundaries that we had, and we had to also talk about the fact that, okay, this is how you are, this is how I am. How do we make it work together with our relationship so that no one feels like you're not taking care of me or I'm not taking care of you? But then, like Daniel said again, he knew how my family was, so something like this would even surprise him. And it wouldn't be an issue because he knows that this is how I am with my family.
But
so I would say that in this situation, the guy...
But Stephen being a boyfriend, does he even have a right to tell you what to do with your money?
That's a different...
You know, honestly, no. Really, I don't think so. It's my money, right? And we have conversations about money all the time.
Right.
Even as we are married. At the end of the day, it's my money, right? And it's also your money. So we just discuss what we want to do with our money if we're bringing our money together. But at the end of the day, I have a portion that is mine, and I have a right to determine where that money is going to go to. And if it's going to my family, I don't know why you should have a problem with it. The same way, if he was going to give money to his mother today, I wouldn't complain.
Okay.
So I think, yeah.
Toka, is there anything like sharing too much information with your partner?
I think, you know, the whole thing is they are dating. They are not married.
Okay.
So once they are not married, there should be boundaries when it comes to sharing of information.
Okay.
Yes, they've dated 6 years, and I'm sure the lady has been giving the guy too much information. That, oh, probably I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for my family. So the guy is probably upset with whatever the lady is doing, right? So my take on it is sharing too much information during dating is not 100% correct.
Okay.
If you are married, fine. But if you are not married, there are certain things you need to keep to yourself.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm having a little challenge with Toka there, so I'll go right to Brian. Brian, what is your take? Do you agree with what Toka is saying? Do you agree with Daniel? Do you agree with Rejoice? What is your take on sharing information?
Good evening again. What I would say is that with our current environment, some of the people that are entering relationships are now behaving like husbands and wives while they are not married.
Okay.
When it comes to finances, it is only when the person is your wife or your husband that is when the person needs to inform you about what he or she is doing with her money. You know, nowadays, girls and then, let me say, ladies and guys are behaving like husband and wife. When there is a little problem, one feels that they've used him or her. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Because if I should come and tell you that I'm going to use my money to buy a couch for my mother whilst we are dating, what's your issue? It's not about money. You are not one. You can leave me anytime. My family is my family. I cannot use my money to come and pay your fees whilst you're not my husband.
Right.
And then let my father sit on the floor. That cannot happen. Even when we are married, that cannot happen because a parent is a parent. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that the guy is overreacting.
Okay.
He needs to calm down.
Okay, he needs to calm down. Dennis, do you think the guy is overreacting? Does he need to calm down? Or you think he has valid concerns?
In fact, this whole attitude of the guy, I don't actually know him, but I'm beginning to boil for him. I wish I've had that encounter with maybe somebody. You are dating. My only issue has to do with dating. They are dating. They are not married. And the guy wants to pose as if he's the man of the house. And for that matter, whatever he says is final. I even had a problem with Toka's advice for the guy and for the lady. My family is my family. Whatever I'll discuss with my family, whatever I want to do with my money in helping my family, is totally none of your business. Who should even in the first place? If you are the man of the house, you should be calling the shots. Why do you tell me the woman even come and then spend on me? If you are truly posing to be the man of the house, my sister is getting married. There will be disgrace in the family. We need a couch to solve the problem. You should have even acted as the real man you claim to even help me show you that disgrace. But I have taken a bold decision to solve that problem in my family. You have a problem with it. I just don't get the whole thing.
Right.
Maybe I'm trying to be so guy. But the fact remains the same, that this Indomie generation relationship, I don't know what they actually want in this world. Just like what Vanessa said, when we are dating, I'm married. In fact, I'm in my 8th year.
Okay.
So maybe some experiences there. Yeah.
Yes.
And when we started, there was like, my wife was working, I'm also working. So that privacy was there. You have whatever you want to do with your family. Until we take a decision as a family, in terms of how we manage our finances, was when we came together as one family. That was when we decided as to how we spend even our money. And with that, there are even some limitations to that effect. That even though we put this together, sometimes you need to do something, you have to have something for yourself.
Okay.
And that is how it is.
Right.
But those gentlemen or money, I think you need to be called to order.
Okay. The next thing is an Indomie relationship. But my next question would have to be expectations. When you're in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, expectations. Because from the story, the guy was expecting some sort of sacrifice on the girl's behalf, where she would overlook what was happening at home and then give him the money for his school fees. Please, what should you expect from a partner? Because this sort of expectation, it has overwhelmed me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, Zibi. You see, there are a few unanswered questions in the story.
Okay, such as?
And if we get answers to that, it will give us a broader perspective to be able to give a wise counsel. This is what I mean. For example, how old is the lady?
She's in her 30s.
How old is the guy?
30s.
Who is older?
I don't know.
Okay. So that's a very important question. If we get an answer to that, it will help us.
All right.
The next question is that, how has the relationship been? Okay? When you read the story, it tells you that recently, my boyfriend has changed.
Okay.
So how has he been all this while? What triggered the change? We don't have those informations. So the point, there's a tree adage that say, Sebi, when they cram idea grow to wet, if you play with the dog can lick your lips. So the point is that, how has the lady treated the relationship thus far? Has it been the case that the lady is the one who runs the show? Has it been the case that the lady is the one who always gives him money? Why has the lady changed now? Why is she finding a problem with the guy now? All this while, if that has been his character, why are you complaining now? Or that is how he has been and you have lived with it? Because the point is that it's more like recently that he has changed. So how was he?
Okay.
Next question. The guy and his friends, if you know his friends, is he a possessive person? Is he the one who always wants to get attention to himself? If he is not, then what may have triggered this? You understand? These are things that we need to know to give a wise counsel. Because like I told you, on the face of it, this guy is not serious, he's immature. But could it be that the lady may have done something, may have started something, and that is why the guy is behaving this way?
He feels that he has the right to.
Yes. Because how on earth, you are the man. You shouldn't be asking those questions. But why are you changing now?
Right.
Those are the things.
Right.
Those are the things. So these are some questions that we need to get answers to before we can. Then your question you asked was that in a relationship, what are the things that you are allowed to do, the expectations and all that? He says an Indomie relationship.
Yeah.
Now these 21st century relationships are Indomie relationships, and I agree with him. There are some things that they are not your rights. They are done out of love once. Okay. Someone would ask, hey, this weekend you didn't come and do the stew. You didn't come and wash. And the woman, know your worth. Oh, Charlie, the last time I was here, I mentioned it. It's as if marriage is something like you have to do everything to marry. Do everything to marry. No. So the women do so many things. They sacrifice everything in the name of marriage. There shouldn't be a conjugal relationship in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Question. How many boyfriend-girlfriends would date for 6 years and would not have had a conjugal relationship?
Very few.
So you see, we do some things and entangle ourselves in a web that finds it makes it so difficult to disentangle ourselves. Because if you are not doing some of these things and the guy wants to go, he can go. But when you feel that you have invested, Charlie, I've invested in this relationship, I can't let it go. I have to, no, the miss is there, I have to get it. Those are the problems. So the things that we do in the relationship, they are not our rights. No. You haven't put a ring there. You are not married. If one day I come to your house and I see that your shirt is dirty and I wash for you, it doesn't mean every Sunday I should come to your house and wash for you.
Come and wash the shirt.
Anyway.
Hey guys, please, what do you expectations? And with the point that Daniel raised, this Indomie relationship and everything.
Daniel is right.
Okay.
Because society also puts pressure on the woman.
True.
Society wants you to do this,
True.
At this time, society wants you to do this. If you are not going along, if you are not going according to what society, you are termed as a deviant.
Right.
So this Indomie generation, they are just coupling blindly.
Right.
It's not their fault. That's why we are here to advise and to counsel.
Please advise us. I'm not part of the Indomie generation.
You need to give us some information before we can give you some good advice.
As Daniel said, financial obligation is free will. You do it because you can do it for anyone. So far as you give money out to people to help, it's the same way with someone you claim you love.
Right.
I can do it today. Tomorrow is not by force that I should do it. Expectations normally breeds disappointment. If you expect that I do this for you, and tomorrow if I don't do it, then gaga.
True.
So we should be very careful how we start a relationship in the first place. As Daniel said, he started giving me 10 cedis, 20 cedis, 300 cedis. He started paying my bills, my rent. Why won't you pay my school fees?
I mean, just how, you see, how can the guy say that you should have given me the money to pay my fees? Question, have you already been paying his fees?
We don't know. Maybe you support.
So maybe he had an exam to write and he said, you love me and they are going to sack my fees and then they're just going to buy a couch. It is nonsense for the guy to think like that. But the point is that, have you been doing it?
Have you been doing it?
And why are you stopping now?
Why are you
And also
stopping?
there is a sense of entitlement I don't get.
From the
Because there
guy.
is this line in the story that is saying you should have stopped this errand and come and be with me.
At the traditional marriage.
Yes.
I don't get it. Meaning the guy feels superior. And I don't know what the girl is doing. Maybe the girl feels this is my last or bastard. Without you, I cannot breathe.
That's why I was asking the age.
She has given the guy
And who is
so
older?
much of her life. So the guy is just riding on it. And it's sorry and it's sad. And I pray she's able to come out of it.
Rejoice's prayer is that she's able to come out of it. We would have to go for a quick break. When we come back, I'll take you guys at home your opinion and expectations in relationship from boyfriend and girlfriends. We'll be right back. This is Real Talk. Do not go anywhere.
About the time of the end, a body of
Nyameba, se emre bi wo ho a ese se ye bom paye a. Woni me ya adwen se eye sabre. Esan se wa wie emre mu, eni me pi na ekoso e wo ya brabo mu, eni ye mfie mu, eni ye monten so. Na Awurade se, waka wo Jeremiah 33 verse 3 say, "Sufre me na mejo so." Na de ye ni ka wo mu ni se o say, "Meka wo ahintasem." Wenua ya wade bia enwumre no otwe pepepe ye de maye mompa ye adwumadie ebro eno nti hia me e wo Hope TV na abedwofo betena se na wani gisem awowo wadanse awowo wo de aba na ya de Awurade ase na afen so wahomete sem bibia hawo a wo pese bo ho mpa ye no eno so na wo de aba abedwafo ho e no bebo mpa ye eno twam a Hope TV asiesie nipa e wodam a e bom paye e ma wona ode won hawo aba nyame nhyiraw se wo behia me Awurade nka wo.
In Exodus 25, God called Moses to the top of the mountain and he showed him the whole business of the sanctuary.
And let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell among them.
If it had not been for sin, the sanctuary would have been in heaven alone.
When sin came and we were separated, what God had to do was to bring man back to himself. And that is what God did through the sanctuary.
It is through the sanctuary that we have gotten what we know today is our temples, our synagogues, and all the names that you can make out of.
What in the world is happening to our churches? A sinner who is coming before God to ask for forgiveness. And you are dancing and jumping.
In the name of praising
God,
him.
Praising him. When angels are prostrating. If we want to find God, we have to go through the sanctuary because he is in the sanctuary.
Join us as we bring your way with the message of the gospel in symbols, the sanctuary.
The Sanctuary Trumpet. You will not want to miss an episode.
Welcome back from that quick break. And before we went on the break, we looked at our story. We had some discussions on expectations being in a relationship. We also looked at if the concerns of this guy is valid and sharing how much information you can share with your partner concerning your family. So I'll pick you guys at home your views quickly. Vanessa, before we went on the break, we were discussing expectations in relationship. If you're with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, what should they expect from you? Because in this case, this guy expected her to give him the money for the couch for his fees. So please, what's your take on that?
How can she give him the money for his fees? Like, I think coming back to what they were saying about how when you're going to a relationship, like Daniel said earlier, like you said the tone, you said the pace of how it's going. But I also want to add that even if the expectation in the beginning was, I want to give you money every month, and at a point in time, I realized this is something I can no longer continue. I think everybody has a right to say, I'm changing that expectation now and having that conversation about it. You can't say because I started doing this, I must continue. I think we are all learning and we're all growing. So even if the woman was doing that and paying for all of these things, and at a point she realizes, I can no longer do this, I can have a conversation with you and be like, I can no longer support this life, and now you have to do it yourself. I think she's allowed to change her mind. And then also coming back to the idea of where Mrs. Rejoice was talking about it, that sometimes the society gives so much pressure on the woman that you have to find a husband. You know, the marriage has been put here. If you are not married, hey, you have not reached there. So like all the women are like, I have to do this. I have to show that I'm a virtuous woman. You know, I have to be very virtuous, take off my man, do this, do all of that. Then he will marry me. Then I have reached society's standard. And that is also giving so many women pressure to do excessive things that they...
Vanessa, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Pushing women to do certain things. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, continue.
So all that I said, you didn't hear me.
No, I heard everything. Just the last bit. Continue.
Okay, so I was saying that the societal pressures and all of those things, which comes from all parts, from the men, from the women, all over, and also these petty things in relationships are the things that are pushing some of these women to make some of these decisions. But I think they're allowed to change their minds. Even the man, if you're giving the woman money and you think I can't continue, you're allowed to change your mind and say, you know what, let's switch this up.
Okay, Brian.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, expectations in relationships. I have a different approach to it.
Okay.
The only thing that a guy should expect in a relationship is respect and trust from the lady. And a lady should expect only love. On the other hand, don't expect material things. You should rather think of what you can give in the relationship.
Okay.
When I give and you give, that is when you will receive. Don't just think that you have to expect something from the woman. So the woman has to give you something before you realize that you have gotten something. You are expecting something. What are you also giving? My approach to relationship is that I give. I'm not giving because I expect you to give. I am giving because I want you to stay with me.
Okay.
The only thing I expect from you is your respect and your trust. That you respect me and then you trust me that I will not do anything to hurt you.
Okay.
So I think that's what the guy should be expecting from the lady, rather than expecting the lady. The guy, after the lady pays the fee, I will tell you that after the guy finishes the school, he will dump the lady. Because already he has it at the back of his mind that the lady, someone like a family woman, she loves the family. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So because he knows that the lady loves her family, he will now start thinking that, okay, when I finish my school, I've gotten what I want, I will leave the lady. It shouldn't happen like that. So those of the ladies and the guys in the house who are not married, I'm already married, 6 years married. So I'm not entering any relationship again. Those who are not married, they should have it at the back of their mind that whatever you are sending into a relationship should be something that will benefit your partner to stay with you. Material things don't allow people to stay with people.
Okay.
I know somebody, yes, who was in the US with the husband. She came down here. She said she won't marry the guy again. The guy was just dead and all that. But it's not material things. Love the lady and lady that.
Okay. Toka, please, what's your take?
Okay. So, you know, expectations most of the times lead to disappointment.
Uh-huh.
And dating for 6 years, probably the guy was giving the lady something that we don't know.
Okay.
And so the guy feels that, okay, at this time, it is also your turn for you to give me something in return for whatever I am giving you. Now, when you remember, the story says that the guy, even during the traditional marriage, he even came late.
Yeah.
That's when the ceremony was even over. This shows that the guy even doesn't respect the lady's family.
But he said he
And
had a
so-
prior event.
Oh, there are ways you can always make amendments, right? If you think you really love the lady's family, you could have done something about it.
Okay.
Again, financial obligations in dating can cause a lot of problems, just like what has happened. We are not married. And so if I have the means to always be obligated financially to you, then I will need to assess the risks involved before I commit myself. In that way, my partner will always be expecting that, okay, this guy, since day one, probably every month, he sends me something. If I'm the guy and I think that I can continuously help you with that, fine. But if I cannot, and probably I just want to impress you, that is when problems will start to pop up. And then the guy is saying that the lady should have given him the money to pay for his school fees.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, so if that's my
Yes,
take on
yes.
that.
Okay, Dennis, please, let's take your view so we go quickly on to the next question.
I don't know. I want to get the side very clear.
Okay.
The lady said, the lady in the family who was getting married, was it a senior to the lady we are discussing or the junior?
The junior. So the junior sister got
junior.
married, yes.
So you see, in the first place, there's pressure at home on the lady already. Because now the junior sister is getting married. And now the person that she wants to also settle is also given another pressure.
Right.
I'm saying this because I know what I'm talking about. Whenever the younger ones are getting married, it gives you the senior. So,
Okay, Dennis is breaking up there. We cannot hear Dennis. I don't know if you can hear me.
even hope. Are you okay? Am I
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Please go on.
All right. And I don't want to even look at the financial obligation of what the guy is even, but I'm looking at where he came late. The lady, being so respectful, had to engage you with some family members for them to entertain you till she is free to come and then meet you or whatever. And the guy saw it as a problem. In marriage, in a relationship, just like what Brian said, we, the guys, our duty is to love. That is what Bible has given to us. So women, yes, is to respect us, and we are to love them. This is a case where you came and your partner saw that you'll be alone. Even though she's so occupied, she went extra mile to make sure you are engaged so that you still have her presence. But still, this guy had a problem. So with me, the gentleman we are talking about here has the African mentality of a man or a husband. I'm saying this because in Africa, we are practicing the patriarchal system where men dominate 80-20. And so he thinks that since I am the man, you must dance to my tune. And if it happens like that, my sister, that's your relationship. If he ends up becoming a married, you may curse your stars, I'm telling you.
Okay.
Because even at the relationship stage, look at what you are going through. And it tells you end as soon as possible and see me, and let me get you one of my younger ones. Because this man is not going to help you. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Rejoice, is there anywhere in this story that the concerns of the guy is valid?
Okay. My only issue with the lady is that before the wedding, before the set date, maybe your man is that difficult type. So you are supposed to tell him that maybe you might just be unaware. We'll pretend as if he doesn't know that you'll be busy.
Okay.
For record's sake. Please tell him. Men now, it is this Indomie generation men. They want to use every word against you. So you have to be very alert as a lady. So you are supposed to tell the person, on this day, according to our tradition and our way of doing things, I will be busy. I won't get time for you. Not that I don't care, but that is how we do our things.
Okay.
So I will get one of my cousins to attend to you. Because there are instances where we've been bridesmaids for our friends, where their boyfriends come around and at the end of it, they don't get anything to eat, then it'll be a little issue, you know, that thing. So it's better you get someone to attend to him.
Which she
so
do.
So that he'll feel. The only thing the girl did wrong was he didn't inform the guy that I am giving you these people for this purpose. Okay. That I will be busy. The guy is just being extremely difficult.
Okay.
But notwithstanding, she has done that. Then she has a case, or it's on record that I told you that I'll be busy.
Before.
My cousin Amma will be taking care of you, so you don't have any case.
Okay.
So in our relationship, we should learn to communicate well. We should learn to communicate on time. The things we have in our mind, we are supposed to share with our partner, and that will help us. I think that's the only thing the girl did. But that one cry, she's a smart woman, and I think she'll be a very good wife.
Okay.
But the guy is just unfortunate. That's what I'm saying.
Dan, you seem to have a lot on your mind.
I have a lot on my mind.
Tell me.
I have a lot on my mind. You see, the last time I was here, I made a point, and the point was this. The way things look may not be how it means.
Okay.
Okay? On the face of it, it may look in a particular way, but beneath it, that's not what it means.
Okay.
The question is, the guy's concerns, as he is articulating it, he doesn't have a case. He doesn't even have to say it. He doesn't even have to, no, that one there, I mean, it's clear, he's wrong. He doesn't have any concern. But the point is this. Is he really communicating what he really wants to communicate?
Okay. You think there's a deeper issue than...
The question, you see, one of the questions we are not hearing the side of the guy.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a beautiful lady who has sent us a story and we are discussing it. But it takes two to tango.
Okay.
There are times that you have a problem with your girlfriend or even your wife, and she's giving you attitude. So your girlfriend, they go to the program, and your girlfriend, you know that your girlfriend is giving you attitude. Then she comes and says that I was busy and I gave my cousins to take care of you. But you know your girl, and you know that the girl is giving you attitude. That is why you are complaining.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. You see, on the face of it, it will look as if the guy is complaining. The guy, clearly, from what he's saying, he's being immature. But I have a feeling
that there's a deeper issue.
There is a deeper issue.
Okay.
There is a deeper issue.
Okay.
I think we should revisit this with the guy side of the story.
Yes, we should get the guy side of the story. Then we just have, I have so many comments coming in that I would like to take a few. This is from Jennifer from Mataiko. Jennifer says, good evening to you all. Looking at the story, the lady is dealing with a very selfish, immature guy who is so full of himself. I don't even know if I should describe him as a narcissistic. Hey, this for the lady to continue the relationship, he needs to get counseling and grow up. This is Jennifer's view. Thinks you are in relationship with somebody who is very narcissist. And then we have Nanajwa. Nanajwa says, per the story, I think the guy knows his girlfriend will be busy because of the sister's wedding. Okay, Fabio Kin Faisal says, please, I think the guy is not serious. So what I'll tell the lady is that she should advise herself. Rhoda says, the guy is so immature and would in future worry the lady if they should get married. Nana, this is Ajwa Buajewa Asamoah. Ajwa is talking about what you said, Brian. She says a lady deserves respect as well and not only love. Satina Ifo Arthur says, Mr. Boyfriend, this your behavior, dear. Come again. Why? Because I can't think far. Cry. These are the comments that came in through our WhatsApp number. I would like to take a few on Facebook. Then we'll go for a quick break. When we come, we'll look at what the girl should do. Okay, so I have this one here from Ruth. Jisa Ruth says, when it comes to the two, your sister's marriage is far more important. He couldn't help with preparation, and he's angry for using your own money to help your sis. Okay, it's obvious you would be busy, and he should understand. This guy will not even allow you close to any friend or family as soon as he marries you. You are not his responsibility unless you have the money lying idle. Even that, he has no right to get angry over this. He absolutely has no case. Okay, Ruth, we hear you. Abigail says, how can this guy even think of saying you chose your family over him? Family first. And besides, she had your family before he came in the scene, and you guys are not even married. My dear, worry less, okay? He's just being immature. Thomas also says, I don't see an iota of evil about what you did, my sister. I think you must be very careful about this relationship and where it is taking you to. I don't think any of us is at the right position to say let him go or hold him tight. However, I want you to think of these two questions. What would happen when you get married to him and you want to help your family or other children in your family? Would you have time to even pay a visit to your family? Okay, the comments are so... I have a lot. Because of this, we won't go for the break. We'll just go right in and finish the story so I can take a few more of your comments. And so I'll ask Dan, what should she do?
Okay. Number one, they should have a real talk.
Like you're having here.
Yeah, they should have a real talk.
All right.
They should have a real talk. See, sometimes things happen. This life, I'm not too old, but I've seen some things in this life that makes me know that sometimes you just have to take your time and have a conversation and be very open. There are good times in relationships, there are bad times in relationships. Right. So look at the good times and see the things that worked and see whether it can work. But my first advice is that they need to have a conversation. What the guy is saying is not correct.
He's not correct.
As for that one, he's being immature and all that. That is taken. That is given. I mean, but you should have a conversation. Okay. And let the guy know what he's doing you don't like. The guy will let you know. Be very frank and open. Ask him to genuinely tell you if there's something you may have done. That's the best. I mean, in a marriage, your wife can begin to give you attitude. And you think it's this, you think it's that. A woman will never tell you. You think it's this, you think it's that, you think it's that. Then eventually, if you get to know that, hey, this was the thing, the person can even tell you what is not. For you to ask forgiveness for what is not until you find out what it is. Yeah. So that is why I'm being careful. Not throwing the towel. Yeah. Because there are no angels anywhere, actually. True. There are no angels anywhere. You should have a conversation. If it doesn't work, there should be somebody that's they both respect. You should talk to the person. Okay. You should talk to that person. There's somebody that they both respect. They are not married. Okay. They are in a relationship. If they really love themselves, then they want to go ahead. But love is not the only thing that you must use your head. So like the question that somebody asked, if truly that is his behavior, will he allow you to go and see your parents? Yeah. Will he, I mean, no. I mean, it's a no. But you should have a conversation. Yeah, you should have a conversation. Talk to somebody. And let's see. Okay. Rejoice, what should she do?
Before even I advise the girl, I want to say something.
All right.
Dating someone for long.
So good.
It's not the best. It comes with a lot of issues. You might end up with a person because you feel you've spent a lot of time. So what Danny said is true. You should have a real talk. After, you should invite someone, a counselor, someone they both respect, as Danny said. And if possibly, I don't know the church they attend. They can also inform one pastor or reverend, so that they need counsel. Both of them, they need counsel. But the lady, after all this, please, there is a man waiting for you. Don't stick to a relationship that will give you tears.
Yes.
Marriage itself comes with a lot of wahala.
Life is too short.
It comes with self-discipline and lots of things. If a man is not ready to keep you, please don't keep him.
If a man is not ready to keep you, please do not keep him. This one I write in my diary right here.
Indeed.
So you guys at home, what should she do, Vanessa?
Yes, Eve. I would say I agree with your guest in the studio that they should have a conversation, because like I said when I started this I feel like there's more information that we may not have. So they should have a conversation and everybody should share how they feel or whatever issue they're having, like a very serious and honest conversation. And if the girl feels like this is something that they've had a conversation about, they're trying to work towards it, and it's improving, then yes, they should continue their relationship. But if after some time she feels this is not working, or even the guy feels this is not working, then it's better to realize that soon and part your ways. But then definitely start with a conversation and work towards it. But then don't also blindly sit in it and think that one day will get better, because we see all the signs every day, but we refuse to ignore it.
Right. Don't sit and wait and think that.
Don't refuse to ignore it. We refuse to acknowledge it.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely conversation starting out.
Okay, Toka, what should she do?
Okay, so the lady is asking herself that she's saying she's tired and she wants to let the guy go.
Yes.
I would wish, or I would want to also ask the lady this question. Is it only these two things that she has seen that she wants the guy to go? That the guy is complaining she bought a couch for her family, and then because she left the guy unattended to? I'm sure there are more to this, as Danny said, right? But the advice is she shouldn't let the guy go.
Right. That's your advice.
They should sit and talk. Just 6 years of investment is not easy. So they should talk.
They should sit and talk. Okay, quickly. Brian, what should she do? We are running out of time, so quickly tell me, what should she do?
What she should do is that we should stop this hope that we give to people in relationships that are leading to marriage. That, you take your time. When you marry the person, he or she will change. So you just take your time. We should stop it. The lady should leave. A guy who has been with you for 6 years, and he still has problem with you doing something for your family or going to your family, is not worth living with. The lady should leave. And to my guys out there, if you want to have the lady you love for almost like forever, be an extreme feminist with your wife. Be an extreme feminist. I didn't say go and be a feminist with other people outside. Be an extremist when it comes to your wife. Like a feminist when it comes to your wife. Let your wife know that you are always there for her. If there's a program in your wife's family house and you go and you arrange chairs and you help mount canopies, it won't take your name away from you. It will only let the family love you. Thank you.
Okay. Dennis, final words. What should she do?
Yeah, very simple. I still stand by what I said initially. A guy who cannot support you when you are trying to be fine with your family is not a guy that you should die for. With me, in as much as they need to talk, whatever, you can't make me an enemy for my family, all because we are dating or we want to marry. Simple. So with me, the advice I have for my sister, 6 years investment in a relationship and you're still having such trivial issues to the extent of calling for other things, then it tells you guys are not ready to be together.
Right.
So with me, I will advise her to, and even with what I am sensing, the guy is even still a student. if whether masters or whatever, he's still a student.
Yeah.
And marriage is even going to take another time for them to come together. Yes, or celebrate. So with me, it's true because you may have other issues. Fine, they need to talk whatever. Because if I am at my sister's wedding, you should definitely know that I'll be busy. I don't have to come and sit you down in a room and tell you tomorrow is my sister's wedding. You know I will be busy.
Okay, I think if we continue with this discussion, we'll run into the next program, so we'll have to end it here. Yes, Dennis. I'll take just 2 comments. This one is from Obapa. Obapa said, this guy, I'm so ashamed for him, thinking that way. Which family did she choose over you? Are you guys married? Once her sister is married, she has to help her sister. Aden otena hona enumguasie emeto nebusiana. 6 years crying with this attitude shows you won't take my sister anywhere. My sister, please don't wait to complete relationship medical school with this gentleman and cry that had I known. Okay, let's see. I want one for the guy. Oh, there's one that said paying for the couch while you know he owes school fees is very wrong. I support that from him because your younger sister's husband was supposed to help do that for your family. It's good you help though, but the most essential thing was for you to help your man out first. For the rest of the accusations, I support you. Okay, the people at home will not let me go with this comment, but we would have to go all too soon. We've come to the end of this amazing discussion. It's always a pleasure coming your way every Wednesday right here from the studios of Hope TV. I'd like to thank my guests in the studio. Rejoice, thank you so much for coming. It's been amazing having you. There's one thing he said that even if I forget anything, he said I won't forget this. If a man is not ready to keep you, please do not keep him. Thank you so much for coming. You know,
Hope Channel, changing lives.